Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here today. Today we're going to briefly go over how to utilize Pinterest to drive your clients to you. Because remember, our goal is always that we build a sustainable business that can keep running and keep generating leads regardless of where you are or what you're up to. Because it's great if you're in Facebook groups engaging on, comments on TikTok or Instagram, whatever it is that you're normally using for engagement and lead gen, that's fine. But we really want to build a solid foundation in our business that's going to continually bring in leads regardless of what we're doing. Let's say your best friend gets married, or you want to go on a girls trip, or maybe you even get sick, or you have to go take care of a family member. Regardless of what happens in life, I want your business to continually to run smoothly without you. And it doesn't mean I don't want you to care about your business, but we really just want to focus on strong business foundations. So today we're going to talk about Pinterest just a little bit because I get a lot of questions on Pinterest. I personally love Pinterest. And for this section of what we're doing here, you will have need to have already created a lead magnet. So your freebie, whatever your freebie is, it could be, some kind of document you have linked in your website. It could be an unlisted training on YouTube or Vimeo where you provide a link to that. It could be Canva templates. You do want to make sure that your freebie really speaks to like your ideal client also and what you do. So I recruit and train virtual assistants. Now if I put something out there as a freebie that's like my top 10 meal planning tips or something about fitness, like that isn't going to, well, it's going to speak to people, but it's not the person I'm looking for. So I really want you guys to think about, does your freebie work for the clients that you want? Are you attracting the right people? And, you don't need dozens and dozens of freebies. If you have just, one or two solid freebies ready to go, you're good. I would say that you do want to go back and review them maybe annually to make sure they're still relevant. But otherwise, unless you absolutely love creating freebies, let's not waste our time doing that. So you have your freebie created. Now in your email platform, you're going to go in there and you have your nurture sequence already set up with your nurture emails. And that first email that goes out immediately after they opt in is going to be the email with the link or attachment, whatever it is, to your freebie. Okay. And we want to make sure that's all smooth, everything's good to go there. So that if we do say we're providing something, we always want to provide it. We don't want to just say, give me your email, I'll give you this, and then never send anything, because that does happen out there and we don't want to be those people. So for this training to make sense, you have your freebie set up, you have your opt-in page ready to go that is linked to the nurture sequence that will provide the freebie you're promising. And we can do trainings on all of that as well, but today we'll just focus on Pinterest and how we use Pinterest to drive traffic. I am going to share my screen. I've made a mock account for this presentation just so that all my financial information is not out there. Okay, and hopefully this works with my mock account. So when you are in Pinterest, you do need to create a business account, and it's free to do. I highly recommend, if you have a personal account, do not move your personal account to a business account. Go ahead and create a new account specifically for your business, because you want the pins on here not to be, like the 24 wedding hairstyles that you really like, if that has nothing to do with what you're selling or what you're teaching or whatever it is, like we really want to make sure that the presentation we have on our business Pinterest, and this is just a feed, this is not the profile, but you want it to be relevant to your client and what you do. So once you have your Pinterest business account set up, you'll see up here on the left-hand side where it says ads. And Pinterest is a great way to really help you rank high on Google. It's also, if you are interested in doing any kind of paid ads, Pinterest is great because it's cheaper, at least right now, than anything else I've seen out there. So, but this is not actually a training on Pinterest ads. We're going to create some ways to bring in leads on our own. So you got to create ad. Oops. Okay, so you might see a different view when you click create ad, but you want to go and click where it says create campaign. And then we're going to go down here. We'll just say continue, because we're not actually creating an ad. What we're going to do is have Pinterest tell us what keywords we need to be using when it comes to our pins that we're going to create here. So we're interested in keywords, click down the arrow so this expands a bit. Oops. We'll go over here and say add keywords. Now what I want you to do in this add keywords section is, let's say, we'll just say you're a fitness coach. You're a network marketer, you work with Beachbody, and you really want to bring people in for your challenge groups. So I'm going to say fitness, or you know what, we'll do weightlifting because there's a new, if I can spell, there's a new weightlifting program coming out. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay, let's do a different one. We'll just say fitness. Okay, so what Pinterest is now going to tell me is every month, how many people are searching this term. So obviously these are going to be the most popular keywords right here to include in our description of our pin, but also in the title of our pin. And then this is a great way to also know if you're writing a blog, what kind of keywords are going to be great for your SEO. And we can just go down here and we want to make sure it's relevant. And when you are writing, we'll create a pin in just a second. When we are writing a description, we don't want to just say fitness, fashion, outfits, fit, lifestyle, aesthetics, fitness, lifestyle, aesthetics. Okay. Pinterest is going to catch on if you just start throwing keywords in there and you don't even think about it. Okay. So let's go over here. If I can type. That's okay. So when we create a pin, you really want a visually, what is it doing here? Let's exit that. You really want to take some time on making sure that your pin image is very appealing. You want it to stand out. And so another way to make sure that it's standing out, I don't know why I keep misspelling it when I type it in like that. So let's go here. We'll go to our home feed. And since we're on this fitness example, we'll just type in fitness. Now, just looking here, I'm seeing, a lot of neutral tones, kind of darker images, a little bit of blue, a little bit of green. But what I'm not seeing is I'm not seeing a lot of bright colors. And you may think that you want, these are the top pins for fitness, and you might want to try to copy them. What you really want to do is have your pin stand out. Because if there was a really bright yellow one, it would definitely draw my attention. And if we have really good keywords either on the pin or in the title of the pin, I'm more likely to click on that. Okay, so we're creating our pin. We're going to look at keywords here to make sure we grab something that is, people are actually searching for as our title. So we could do, let's see if challenge. So maybe we're going to do a 30-day weight loss challenge. Okay. So we say 30-day weight loss challenge. And then right here, this is the description of our pin. And we're going to use these keywords in a way that makes a paragraph that makes sense. I like to use a combination of ones down here that have the smaller searches and a combinations of the ones that have the higher searches. So we could do like, let's say something about a meal plan, because I know a lot of the Beachbody coaches have meal plans. So then now we're looking here and seeing, okay, people really want a meal plan for dinner. That's what they struggle with most. It's obvious that, lunches aren't as big of a deal, but dinners. And so maybe in my post, I talk about, the weight loss side of it, but also that, we create meal plans for dinners and, whatever it is here, I want to put here. And then this is where I'm going to put the opt-in link that they can sign up for whatever freebie that I'm sending them to. Another way to figure out what keywords to use on Pinterest is when I typed in fitness here, it's going to tell me everything else people are searching for. So fitness and body goals. And then it's going to tell me you know, some other options there that might not have been the best example. We'll do fitness goals. Okay, and so it's just going to give me some ideas of what people are primarily searching for. And that's what I want to put in the language of both my title and the description of my pin. Now, one thing to remember with Pinterest is it's not instant. It takes a little while for these pins to start circulating. I really am a big fan of Tailwind. There's communities on Tailwind. I can do another training on that and how I use Tailwind to push my pins out to other communities that maybe don't currently follow me on my business profile. So I can put some links to that in the comment section here. But otherwise, I just want you guys to slowly start, once a week, if possible, drop a new pin on your site, really take the time to do the keyword research and, use that for your title, use it for your description, and just start having it circulate. Okay. Because this is a free way to have people search for you. So if you think about it, YouTube and Pinterest are very different than your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, because on those platforms, you are trying to get their attention. You're trying to, be the face that stops them, have the graphics that stop them, right? You have to put a lot more work into, just being super engaging and building that audience. The cool thing with YouTube and Pinterest, at least currently, is that people have to go search. I mean, they have feeds, right? But primarily what people are doing is they are searching for your content. So they're the ones looking for that meal plan. They're the ones looking for, how to be better at sales or, email templates, whatever it is you sell, they are in there searching. And so if you take the time with your keywords, you are putting your information right in front of your ideal client because they're the ones that search that keyword to find your lead. Okay. It's not these random people that we just, they follow everyone or they just swipe and eventually get to your profile and they're like, oh, that looks cool, I'll grab it. Okay. So these are going to be much higher quality leads. Let me know if you have any questions. I can go more in depth on Pinterest or lead gen, our nurture sequences and, Tailwind, all of that. I will put some links in here that are helpful for you. But as always, feel free to reach out to me, hello@poshoperations.com. But otherwise, have a great day. Cheers.